Look how they massacred my boy. Alright, so yesterday we took a look at, the nerfs, the reality of the situation. And I mean, myself at first, and of course a lot of other people thought, MLB's gonna die. Like, there's no way it's gonna stay tier 1. No way it's gonna stay good. But to our surprise, or not really surprise, turns out it's still damn good. It's still probably better than every other deck. But it just became a little bit more high rolly. So this is what, in my opinion, will be post-nerf MLB and what it's going to look like. And essentially, the key changes are this. We have changed the starter to Liberal Goal. Now, Liberal Goal's skill is Regrade Circle Canvas 1, put it into your soul, and then check the top 5 cards of your deck and add a grade 3 from among them to your hand. And so, the reason why we decided to take out Wingal Brave is that with the nerf, it's like Canvas 2, first things first, it's already just too much for this deck because we need it for Star Call and we need it for Blaster Blade to close out games. Then, it's also too much because, like, in a lot of games, your opponent against Wingal Brave just won't attack. And now they might attack once, but not attack a second time until they can actually just, like, take it to 4 damage, and then you're already, like, back against the wall. You can barely defend against yourself. Or defend yourself, rather. Defend for yourself is what I should be saying. But the thing is that with this, if your opponent gives you just one counterblast, you can actually use the Liberal Goal and find your grade 3, potentially. But the thing is, of course, you might not always find MLB. What you might find instead is a Gansalot. But Gansalot's good too, because this finds us a Blaster Blade, which is part of the cards that we need to have. Aside from that, like Palamedes, it's okay, good rear. Alfred, good backup ride, so it's not even that bad. We still need to play 9 draws because we need to draw into our pieces now. Still 2 Star Calls, maybe this will go up to 3, but I think it's still fine as a 2 of. Simply because, like, it is counterblast heavy and it is an 8k that kind of just sits there as an intercept. It doesn't do too much else apart from getting an extra intercept on top of that. But then for Lian, I think is going to be pretty necessary because she will allow us to filter through our deck. Of course, we lose out on a Marin and a K, but she will let us filter through our deck and actually draw into those pieces, drawing into Blaster Blades, Blaster Darks, and MLBs. And I think that this build, honestly, will do pretty well. I think that, like, they mentioned that, like, in statistics of Ranked, as well as in the Vanguard Zero Championship, Majesty Lord Blaster just had a much higher win rate than the other decks, whereas, like, Shadows, Narukami, and Kagero were all quite similar in win rate, being above the others, and they didn't have a problem with the other 3. So I think that now, with the nerf, MLB would just go down a bit to match those other 3 decks, but not necessarily go below them. Or maybe they'll mingle between them, but I think it's still going to stay good. It's just going to be a little bit high rolly. So let's just get into a game and see how this works out. Alright, so we're getting into a game against Pale Moon when Shadow Flare 0. Alright, let's see if they're an actual VP farmer or not. It's going to be interesting to see. Alright, so opening hand already looks really, really good. We have our Blaster Blade, we're just missing Blaster Dark here actually. So, and we have a Lian target right off the bat. Let's see if this is actually a VP farmer. Ooh, it might just be a VP farmer. Let's find out. Alright, we got a Star Call, we are actually ready to go here. Don't need to worry about no Wingal Brave. All I need is to believe in the Blaster Dark Dream now to draw into it. So we're gonna ditch this, let's see, we're gonna ditch this MLB here. See if we can draw into a Blaster Dark. We do! That's it! We're ready. Just need to search the Blaster Blade here, and that's it. I mean, of course, it's not as simple as this. But as you can see, it really is going to be a matter of, like, the deck is going to become a bit more high rolly. You need to open hands like this, and then you're good. But of course, this might be a VB farmer. Let's find out. I think most likely it is, because I think that most of the actual proper Pale Moons, yeah, it is. Okay, we're skipping this game, but at least you saw the opening hand. Alright, so now that we're done with that VP farmer, let's hopefully get into another one and go, let's see, hopefully have a good match to show off what else this deck can do apart from open the nuts, which of course every deck can do. We're playing in Shadows, this will be good, against Yui. They put their name in both Japanese and in English. Alright, so let's see what we open here. A Blaster Blade and a Star Call. See here, Star Call is kind of tempting to keep, but I honestly want to do it like this. So putting the PG back because I don't feel the need for it yet. I can filter into it. And then need to draw into MLB or Lian or keeping this Gansalot for the second Blaster Blade. But Let's see what we draw. Okay, we don't draw our filter. We really need the Lian as soon as possible to help us filter through the deck. So let's see what happens. Okay, Palamedes. That's going to be, you know, one less Palamedes to find off the top 5. But I guess we'll see what happens here. Let's call this behind the Vanguard. So, alright. I'll just pass. No need to put back the heal. Don't want that to be an extra target in my deck for next turn. Normally he will now just give me the 1 damage. Since it is... Like, it's you wouldn't not attack against a Liberal, you know? Like a Wingal Brave, I get it. But, alright. Looks like they acknowledge us for, you know, trying out new things. But of course, I mean, you gotta prepare for the future. This whole, you know, this whole channel is like me showing you what happens in the future, so it's time to show Japan what's gonna happen in a week too. So let's see it. Alright, it's gonna search his grade 3. Shadows are definitely a good... Oh, he's not gonna... Shadows are a good matchup as well because we get to actually, you know, see against one of the potential contenders for best deck next season as well. Shadows is very balanced though, it's very good. Alright, we gotta draw into a piece, into a Lian, that's fine. That's basically a piece. Basically a piece. Alright. So we can ride up the Blaster. Technically, we don't need to ride Blaster Blade, actually. But I will need the Starcall, probably, so I'm going to be careful with that. So I'll ride the Blaster Blade for now. And let's just call down the Lian here. I'm going to filter, dropping a Palamedes, see what we draw into first. Another Blaster Blade. Okay, let's use this skill here. Check top 5. Okay, we find ourselves the MLB. Everything is falling into place. Yeah, I think we just swing. I'll use the Gansalot here just in case I can heal out of this 1 damage. It's definitely good. You see, you don't have that with Wingal Brave either. With the Wingal Brave, you can attack first time and heal your damage out, and you can't even use it with the Libergal. Just like that. There, I would not have been able to find myself anything with Wingal Brave, but Libergal out here in the main phase. So, I mean, I'm like, pre-nerf Wingal Brave is 100% better. Don't take me seriously, but like right now, it's putting in work. Now we just need 2 damage to actually get our Blaster Dark out here. The Lian we can still keep filtering with, simply because, I mean, she will still... Oh, okay, goes for the Blaster Dark. But yeah, the Lian will still be useful simply because of the fact that she will actually let me draw into my PGs and stuff, which I will need later on. So this works out pretty well, pretty well. Alright, let's see how this works out. Will he actually push? Does he have a main in hand? That's what I'm wondering. He does. He doesn't call it to the other column either. It's pretty interesting. Okay, there's a Dark Dictator. It's the second one already. So we've seen a heal and 2 draws, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Yeah, Curse Lancer to refund it. I like it. I like it a lot. Of course, this other column will not be hitting, though. I feel like maybe the better play would have been to call behind the Blaster Dark, that Karen, and then attack with the Curse Lancer first to get that guaranteed countercharge. But instead, he's gonna give me a PG in the damage, which of course hurts a little bit, but does give me that second counterblast to use my Starcall Trumpeter, which I'm definitely not complaining about. So, as a famous man once said, we take those. Alright, going into this, okay, that's 1 Gansalot too many, I would say. Let's go into MLB. We found the boy, so we're pretty happy right here. We have 1 more Gansalot to use here. But for now, I'm going to use Starcall to call myself a Blaster Dark here. Very good, very good. Just like that, pop it out. And I think that I want to actually call myself a bonus Blaster Blade here, just for the intercept. I am going to use Lian here. Okay, cool. That'll be good for later, and let's put this heal back. Alright, and now we're going to start swinging and put him to 3 damage, so now we're just doing typical MLB moves. Now it's like if we lose, it's because, I mean, MLB happened, not because of the nerfs. So that's kind of how that works out. Alright. The only thing is that, of course, he can retire my interceptors, but, ooh, the effect is really fast these days. It used to be slower visually. Alright, there's a 22. Ah, the PG I wanted to draw into, and the heal still comes through. Wow, okay. I like it. 1 to 3. It's a good place to be. Alright, he checks his own draw. Or she, rather. I think that this is a lady. Ooh, plays the... What's her name again? Vaha. I think that's Vaha, actually. Yeah. So, it's a card you don't see very often. Goes into the PBD here. Gonna get that full bow out. And... maybe use Damn Charging Lance, maybe not. We'll find out soon, but for now we're doing pretty okay. Let's see, there's a 6-card hand sitting there. Let's see what happens. Maybe the game audio is a little bit too low? I'm not sure. Ooh, top decks into that Donnerschlag. I think that's what it's called. Is it Donnerschlag? Yes, it is Donnerschlag. Alright. Will he use Damn Charging Lance? She will. Sorry, I should say she. I'm pretty sure this is she. Alright. Retires 3 to take out my Blaster Blade. That's alright. Will she call down something else? Yes, the Curse Lancer comes through. Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so I'm assuming they might swing with a Donnerschlag first, and then Curse Lancer to Vanguard to countercharge, and then go for that PBD with a crit to take me to 4 damage. Let's see though. One defensive would have been good against this 21, but looks like it did not come through. But at the very least, I can use Blaster Blade now, so that's also good. A draw trigger comes through. Okay, and we haven't seen any PGs checked yet. Ooh, the heal. I'm not too happy about. Not gonna lie, does not make me too happy. But alas. Let's see what happens. Okay, we get a draw into a PG. Okay, that's important. That's very, very important. It's absolutely important. Okay. Let's see what's next. Alright, another MLB. Don't want to see you today. Let's see then. Okay, right, skip. Just debating how I should play this out. I think I'm gonna use Blaster Blade here to take out this Donnerschlag. I think that works out. I think I want to drop this MLB though. He's not doing much, let's just filter through. Into another Lien. Okay, I can't complain. In that case, I'm gonna put the Lien behind Vanguard and call this down as an attacker, so that I can swing face first with the Palamedes and then ask for PG to answer my MLB. Let's see. Will the prophecy come true? Alright, I still have 4 triggers left in deck and 15 cards. Let's see if we can check them. Another heal comes through. Definitely a heal happy game here. Do we get another one? Nope. Alright, the PG triggers as expected. That is the first one of the game. So we're now 1-1 in terms of those. I am 2 draw triggers ahead, which doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. Only 3 triggers left in deck compared to their 5 potentially. Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens, okay. That's the last heal, another Donnerschlag, but no more heals at least. So that's pretty good. Alright. They do emote spam a lot. Understandable, have a nice day. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. Alright. Oh, not using the Damn Charging Lance. Okay. Interesting because, I mean, this is a defensive to deny, but at the same time you can push, she can push me to 5, which is also good. Alright, let's see. Will the defensive deny this last attack or not? It will. That is a draw trigger, and I'm gonna get to see my Palamedes, sadly, leave the field. But that's okay. I mean, I have a K, I have a Blaster Dark, I have a lot of options here. It's pretty good. So let's see. Another PG. Love to see it. Alright, so in that case, we're just gonna go for the Blaster Dark here and call down the K. No need to filter anything. 2 PGs is all I need to survive for now. Hold on, that is a misplay. That is a big, big misplay. Oh dear. Okay, I guess I'm just trading rears then. I completely forgot that Donnerschlag is 12. Somehow in my mind I thought it would reduce back to 9. But that's obviously not the case. Okay, she has another PG, that's good. So left with 1 card in hand. which will make it pretty awkward for this turn, so I can just take out this rear and now kind of starve her from her resources. But alas, this kind of works out. Now I just need to make sure. Let's see. Let's see here what's going to happen. Definitely a good game though. This is very close. And goes to show, you know, the new MLB is still very strong. Still doing very good. But let's see. Come on. Another Donnerschlag. This is like... We saw the PBO as well, and I would not suggest running Donnerschlag and PBO, but at the same time, maybe if they don't have Masquerade, it works out. And as you can see, that 12k base actually got in my way a little bit here. Let's see if they use the damn Charging Lance. I'm really curious about that. Looks like they might not. They're moving up. Not calling that last card is telling me it's a PG. Alright. Needs 2 triggers to actually hit properly here. Let's see, okay. Javelin. So Javelin's gonna probably take out my K there. Which is okay. Pun not intended. Alright. We go to 5. Ooh, the Star Call I would have liked. Would have definitely liked, but it's okay. You take what you get. We still have a Blaster Dark and a Bedivere. And hopefully not draw into this Gancelot. Okay, good. Lian is fine. Lian is pretty fine. Okay. What else could I draw into? Nothing much, really. Could be like another grade 2, but I think I'm okay. Literally the Lian trifecta here. I just don't want to draw into like my last healer, my last draw. And the chances of them coming up right now, the next card, are insanely high. So I'm gonna just, you know, go for this. And accept the fact that there might still be a PG in hand. Ah, wow, okay, no triggers. Okay, that was a PG in hand. So now it's gonna depend on if they can make another 2 columns. Interesting, okay. Let's see what happens here. Do they have the cards necessary to make the dream come true? Okay. I'm very curious here. What's in that hand? Because I think they're out of PGs now. No, they still have 1 more, but they still have 2 triggers left. Whereas I also have 2 left. And they should be really coming up now. I haven't shuffled since the start of the game. Pretty sure I've seen these drive checked. And the PG too. Oh, maybe I haven't seen the PG checked. Ah! Here comes the pain train. Alright, they're just gonna swing, swing, swing. Oh, but they need a trigger to pass this one. Okay, 1 check down. Oh, they got it! They got it, they got it. Ah, man. If they didn't hit that one, I would have actually survived. Wow. Okay, but it's okay. We still have a Gancelot left. Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe. Alright, you get the second PG. Should have attacked that Curse Lancer. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't have any counter blast face down. Do I see my last Gancelot here or not? Even if I do, it's not particularly the best way to finish a game. I do not. Alright. That was a really close game, actually. Really, really, really close. We'll take that. It was really long and I got to show off what the deck still does. Of course, it's not weak. Like, even if I did lose that, you guys all saw how close it is. And if you didn't think it was close, you weren't watching. But, yeah, no, I think the deck still is really legit. Still very, very strong. And honestly, like, definitely not something to look down on. If Wingal Brave comes in post-nerf to English, this is what you can expect, I think. Like, this kind of deck build, you know, having to use the Liberal, because, like, that's just the reality of it. So, let's take a look at the deck build one more time before I close this out. So let's quickly get it open and see. So yep, so this is the build. Like I said, I think for Lian, Libergal are the changes that need to be made. Everything else kind of stays the same, and that's kind of how it is. So we did lose that game, but I think we still managed to show off, you know, what the new change entails. It really is just going to be, you need to draw into your pieces sooner and rely on your filters to do it. And so yeah, I think that was a pretty close game and really came down to the wire, but overall, very, very good. But on that note, that's going to be it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.